Over the past weeks, one of the most serious escalations in recent Middle Eastern history has unfolded. Coordinated military strikes by the United States and Israel against Iran have triggered a wide regional response, raising concerns about a broader conflict. What began as a long-standing geopolitical rivalry has now shifted into direct military engagement. In late February 2026, U.S. and Israeli forces launched coordinated strikes deep inside Iran in what several sources described as a joint offensive. The targets reportedly included military infrastructure, command and control facilities, ballistic missile sites, and nuclear-related locations. Strikes were reported in Tehran and other cities, causing significant casualties and disruption. While claims circulated regarding losses among senior leadership figures, official confirmation remains disputed. What is clear is that strategic military assets were directly targeted. U.S. and Israeli officials stated that the objective was to degrade Iran's missile and nuclear capabilities and reduce what they describe as a persistent regional threat. Iran responded quickly and across multiple fronts. Missile and drone launches were directed toward Israeli territory and toward U.S. military installations across the Gulf region, including bases in Bahrain, Qatar, Kuwait, the United Arab Emirates, and Saudi Arabia. Critical infrastructure, including airports and energy facilities, faced threats during the Retaliation campaign. Iran characterized these actions as a response to foreign aggression. The scale and geographic range of the strikes suggested that Tehran views the confrontation not as an isolated exchange, but as part of a broader regional struggle. Although many incoming projectiles were intercepted by air defense systems, the incidents increased instability across the region, and the confrontation also expanded beyond direct exchanges. Hezbollah in Lebanon launched rockets into northern Israel, prompting counterstrikes. Gulf states that host foreign military bases now face heightened security risks and diplomatic strain. When state actors engage directly, allied groups often widen the scope of conflict, and that pattern is becoming visible. The implications extend beyond military exchanges. The Strait of Hormuz, a critical global energy corridor, has seen heightened security concerns, affecting oil markets and trade flows. Governments across Europe and Asia are closely monitoring the situation, aware that prolonged instability could disrupt supply chains and energy pricing. Strategically, this escalation reflects movement away from deterrence toward open confrontation. Iran's response indicates that it views the situation as significant to its national security posture. At the same time, U.S. leadership has signaled that operations may continue, raising questions about how escalation will be managed. Several paths are possible from here. Continued exchanges of strikes remain likely. Proxy groups aligned with Iran could expand their involvement. Diplomatic efforts that were underway prior to the strikes now appear severely strained. Economic consequences tied to shipping lanes and regional airspace could intensify, and the most severe outcome would be a wider regional war involving multiple neighboring states. A negotiated de-escalation remains possible, but current dynamics make it uncertain. This moment marks a departure from decades of indirect confrontation. It is now a direct military contest with regional and global consequences. How leaders manage the coming weeks will shape security, diplomacy, and economic stability well beyond the Middle East.